Wouldn't it be better for the druid to have that?
Well, I mean, yeah, thematically, sure.
I'll take it.
Just gonna use it while there's a bear.
Probably not.
Oh,
You would have to
not.
D-shift.
Okay.
And
We-
Personally, I think it'd be better in the hands of one of the casters. But
depends
that's just
on the
me.
range.
Yeah.
So you plant it, which means that you put it down on the ground, and a Whomping Willow appears where you put it down. So you may want to put it on a melee.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm kind of quick in and out, so if you want me to plant it somewhere, it's probably not that bad of a... I already have a Jihad Goblin.
Alright, give it to the rogue. He'll be our collection of weird summoning items.
Sweet.
You do the Jihad Goblin and the Whomping Willow, and have the Whomping Willow fling the Goblin or something.
Yeah, when we need to make siege equipment.
It's like, alright, we have one shot.
Oh. So I had not written down the incarnation abilities. Did you guys all write them down?
I did.
Okay.
I did not, because I was busy doing this thing. So,
Fair enough.
I will later.
Okay. I'll try to remember to write them down after this, so that they don't get lost to like half the things that I randomly make up.
Okay.
All right.
We are recording, by the way. It is working.
Cool.
Audio
Hi,
levels
Internet.
audio levels might be kind of wonky. So if anyone's watching the stream, or if anyone's like listening or doing something else, then I guess I'll have to check it out and change it. So. Other than that, we're ready to go.
Notes.
Cool. All right. So yeah, you guys are walking through the woods. And Dave, you notice another one of those super pesky rogues up in the trees. You know, looking at you guys. You're not sure where the hell these scouts keep coming from, but there's another one that seems to have found your trail.
Waha! Now I get to ambuscade. Or ambuscade, whatever my new ability is from Ranger Danger. And I can take a bonus turn before we roll initiative to just hand crossbow.
That'll hit.
Those
And I
rogues.
assume you get sneak attack damage?
Yeah. 18.
You murder him.
Aha!
Arrow through the forehead.
Do you all that?
We're just walking, and out of nowhere, he just shoots his crossbow into the woods, and we're like, ah!
And a rogue just like falls out of a tree. None of the rest of you guys saw.
Not even looking.
Like, well, I was ready, but
Yeah. So that's how that went.
Oh, I actually have one question related to the whatever those special items are. So you said
Okay.
1D, what was it? 1d4 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. Is if you roll that, is that based on the usage? So like if I use it, do you roll that at the time I use it and then wait those weeks, or that number of weeks, and then after those number of weeks I can use it again? But then once I use it again, do you have to roll that again?
Yes.
Okay. So
Every
each
time
time
you
you
use
use it, you have to roll
Yep.
for how many weeks? Okay, got it.
Yeah, I was basing it off of Dragon's Breath. That's the mechanic for recharge rate for Dragon's Breath.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't want to just say like a month, because I figured it'd be more fun for like I didn't want it to be weekly, because I think weekly like means that every other session all of you guys could incarnate and all the encounters would essentially be trivial. So I wanted it to feel like a power you only use like when it's worthwhile to use it.
Fair
But
enough.
at the same
It's
time,
like a Kaioken times 20, man.
Yeah,
Kaioken
Nobody
times
knows what I'm
20?
talking about.
I have
That's-
no idea.
probably
I told
a thing.
Goku to never go over a double, and he did a 20.
That jerk.
Never-
Sorry. Yeah, so that's the intention at least.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh. Zach, not to derail things again, but it's sort of related. Actually, you
What's
know
that?
what? I'll just ask you in chat and on Google Chat, and you can figure it out later.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. So the rest of the day goes by without any event, and you in fact notice that the forest seems to be calmer. Like didn't really like notice this before as you were walking through, but everything seemed a little tense with like as you guys were following the Whomping Willow. I mean, you definitely noticed like there was some silence in its trail, but just the entire forest seems more relaxed. Like it took a deep breath, or let out a deep breath rather.
Sweet.
Is
Yeah.
is it feeling more confident in itself?
Yeah. I don't know. All right. All right. So, you dudes of the magic persuasion, you sense like a mental eye sweep over you, essentially, and you know that the Paith family sort of found your location. They didn't lock onto you exactly, but they definitely got some clues as to where you are.
Nope.
Yep. All right, another day goes by, and again, now you guys are getting back into the Dryads' territory, and just everything seems like a lot more easygoing. Normally the wilderness is where monsters thrive, but the Dryads seem to keep it relatively clear of the mad monsters, and the forest seems healthier as you're walking through it. And all right, so you guys finally, that night, you guys meet up with, or you finally enter the Dryad village. And you guys find the Lane family. They've been hanging out with the Dryads. A couple of the guards have a sort of a stupid grin on their face, hanging out with a particular Dryadess.
What are you chuckle fucks up to?
This place is great.
Oh, okay.
Apparently not thinking with their brains.
No, no, they are not.
So you finally get in, and the Dryad Queen, or Princess, now Queen, approaches you guys, and so how'd it go?
It is done.
She looks sort of depressed and happy at the same time. Sad that it had to be done, but happy that the threat is gone. And she nods at you. Very well. Well, we will hold up our end of the bargain. You have two choices of ways we can help you. One, we have a certain spell that will help bring you guys to the edge of our forest. It will accelerate your travels. On the other hand, we could instead spend our effort trying to block your foes. Might buy you some time. Make your choice.
Hmm.
Trying
What are
to
you
remember,
guys thinking?
are we on I can't remember. Are we on a time limit for getting back to the, or getting to our destination, or is it just trying to stay ahead of these guys?
Yeah, so you guys had a 60-day journey, and you had a 20-day lead on the dudes. So you Sorry. So you guys have spent 6 days on your travel, so you have 54 days left. And they've caught up to you guys a few times through scrying. So they are now 16 days away from you.
Aw, poops.
Yeah. So every day they try to catch up, and you guys are walking through. Yeah, so mechanically, you guys can either skip 5 days by using this spell and accelerating yourselves forward, or they will block them for an indeterminate amount of time.
Hmm.
If we teleport 5 days, it puts them 5
5
days farther
days
behind
behind,
us.
yeah.
So it's a guaranteed 5.
Yep.
And it's 5 less days we have to walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 5 less chances for them to roll to catch up as well.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm definitely leading toward the teleport, too.
Yeah, I think teleport.
Okay.
Any objections to teleporting?
I don't.
Unless for some reason it turns out that the blocking them would have been like 10 days. Yeah, the teleport sounds the way to go.
We should put together a bunch of like scarecrows and dress them up like us, and then put them in the road or something, and then we'll just leave. And be like, oh shit, there they are.
Wait a minute.
All right, great. So you guys choose the teleport option, and you know she bows and says, "It will be done. Tomorrow morning we will see you off. Please enjoy our hospitality in the meantime." And she sort of waves behind her, and they set up like this giant, really long table, just like totally covered in berries and like various fruits. A noticeable lack of meat. It's all vegetarian. Yeah. So you guys have the night to yourselves.
Sweet.
Okay. So next day.
Are there any like stores or like shops that these dryads have? Like, do they have like a little marketplace kind of thing?
Yeah, but like they have like a general store, which you can check out if you want. But it's mostly like fruits and vegetables, like various food stuff, and then you know like there's some like jars of honey, and there's a bunch of like fertilizer and various like gardening implements and stuff like that.
I get 2 jars of honey, and I give one to Zook. And I'm like, I know you wanted this, bro.
I turn into a bear and eat it.
All right, fair enough.
I'm keeping the other jar for some meat or something later. I don't know.
All right, costs you like 5 silver.
Yeah.
And Zook, that is some good fucking honey. That might be the best honey you've ever had.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Is it bad in my head? I'm asking if we should get some fertilizer for the jihad goblins.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that might be a little bad.
Yeah, that's bad. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet now.
All right, great. So morning comes around, and all right, they so you guys are like led to this sort of like altar formed with willow branches. Like there's a few willow trees around this altar, and the princess of the dryads sort of stands at the altar and starts casting an obvious spell, and the willow branches that are from the trees that are sort of circling it start to link together and form like a portal, like a circle of the branches, and eventually runes start drawing themselves all along the circle that is formed out of those willow branches, and the portal lights up, and there's a green film. You can't see what's beyond it, but as soon as that green film comes into place, she stops, and she looks kind of tired, like wrung out, and she, gestures to the portal. This will take you to the edge of our lands.
Give her the honey.
What?
I ate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you. Without you, I don't know what we would have done about the old queen.
Just keep yourselves safe out there.
Yeah, watch out for those fart knockers coming after us. They're not cool like us.
Don't worry. They won't even catch sight of us.
Do they know what they look like? Like, do they know what's coming?
It's kind of hard to miss, like, what's probably like 100 strongman army.
Yeah.
Do they
the uniform
but do
of the
they
scout
have like
that
a
we-
do
they
they
took.
have a way of like protecting themselves? Are they not? Are they going to be an issue? Like, are they going to have an issue? Because I don't want these guys to get hurt.
They are the spirits of the forest. You think it's pretty unlikely that unless the adventurers like really had a strong vendetta, that they would even be able to find the Dryad village.
So how did we find them then?
You guys got lucky.
Oh, okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
we're awesome.
Some motherfucker with like a 19 passive perception.
So there was a 15% chance on the random roll, the table that I set up for this particular adventure, that you guys would encounter a village, and then there was a 1 in 3 chance that you would encounter this village.
Ah,
Awesome.
okay.
All right. So yeah, you guys walk through the portal, and you find yourselves at the edge of a forest. So knock right as you start walking through the portal, you notice another one of the fucking scouts is like in a tree pretty far away this time. He's like you barely can see him. He's so far away in a tree. And just as you go through to step through the portal, you see a dryad sort of walk out of the tree behind the scout and just like stab him in the neck.
You just see like a thumbs up as I go through the portal.
All right. Yeah. So you guys walk through the portal. You guys find yourself at the edge of a forest. This doesn't look, there's not willow trees or anything like this, but you notice a somewhat stark line. So there's the forest that you guys have been walking through for the past, 5 or 6 days, and then there is this line where everything starts to be really big. All the trees are at least double in size. You guys notice a squirrel that's about the size of like a very large dog bound across one of the trees.
Jesus.
I think they didn't teleport. I think they drugged us.
What is this? Friggin' Jurassic Park or some bullshit? We're gonna fight dinosaurs, aren't we?
Maybe.
Laser raptors.
Ah, that explains everything.
Yeah.
We're in the Viking Age.
Yeah. So you guys walk through.
Wow.
That is the border. You guys need to walk in that direction. The Lane family sort of takes out their compass and map, and they're like, yeah, we are definitely where they said we'd be. And we gotta go that way, pointing at the giant forest.
Oh, I guess this is happening.
We go that way.
Okay.
Alright, great.
Well, at least we can see everything.
Alright. So you do not encounter a scout, even though you normally would have for this particular day. Oh, interesting. Really? All right.
Did we find the other village?
You found another village, yeah.
I feel like we're playing the Oregon Trail.
Awesome.
I don't want to get dysentery though.
Zook gets bit by
Roll
a
con to
snake.
prevent dysentery.
I told someone about this particular event, so but told them that it was very unlikely to happen. But here we are. It happened. I don't remember even who I was talking about it with. But you guys are walking through the forest, and you hear it's the normal sound of the forest. It's like a normal forest that all of you guys have been seeing, just double in size, or sometimes more. And you guys are walking through, and you start hearing sort of the sound of combat. You hear like some growling, and you hear some like clang of sword and shield. And you walk through the woods. Make a stealth check for me.
Stealth. Sneakies. Nope.
Oh, nice. Non-natural 20.
Nice.
Oh man.
All right.
So are the trees bigger than normal too, or is it just the animals and stuff?
Everything is bigger. The trees, the plants, the animals.
So relatively speaking, how do we know that we didn't shrink?
The border, it didn't seem like you shrank. It seemed like the trees grew. But, because on one side of the border, it was normal forest. There was like a stark line where suddenly everything was giant. I guess you don't know for sure, but actually what you see in front of you pretty much confirms it. So, you guys see 3 infernal legionnaires in front of you, currently locked into combat with spiders. Most of you guys hide behind trees, but for some reason, Mr. Jorik over there is just like, "Hey guys!"
Hey, what's up, bro?
So they notice him. Yeah, so you guys have seen these legionnaires before. Remember when you guys randomly got sucked into the world of Azeroth?
Yup.
We don't talk about that.
Well, these demons look a lot like those demons. In fact, identical.
Important question. I finger the pistol I took from that dimension. Does it look like it's gonna work, or is it just a lump of metal at this point?
Still just a lump of metal.
Alright.
You should throw it at the spiders. Now, I have a question. Does it look like the spiders would be on our side, or does it look like the legionnaires would be on our side?
You're fairly confident the legionnaires would not be on your side. You didn't part exactly on good terms with Azmodan, their boss. But the spiders are wild creatures. You think they don't really have an alliance.
Okay.
They're just hungry. Also, the spiders are definitely winning.
We should probably let them win.
Yeah.
Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah. Let's enjoy the show.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, alright. Within like less than a minute, basically, the legionnaires have been disarmed, spun up in cocoons, and basically start getting dragged away. The spiders sort of look over at you guys, but then they just basically scurry off with the legionnaires in their web.
We're cool, bro.
Yeah. You hear far, far off in the distance, a like, "God damn it! Why won't this portal work?"
Oh.
That guy. Definitely Azmodan.
Hey Zook, are you able to talk to the spiders?
They might be too big. I can
Too
try.
big?
I can only talk to small creatures or small beasts. So if
They
they're
are, in
giant
fact,
beasts,
too big.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Cause
What if they're normally small, but they're just
I can do the
large
ritual.
now?
Speak to animals.
If you have to ritual cast it, then you don't have enough time.
All right. It doesn't have a size limit. You just talk to animals.
Can you cast it as a spell, or do you have to ritual cast it?
It's a ritual, so I would have to ritual.
Okay. And, you know, like, this all takes, like, 30 seconds, and the spiders are just like, look, you were off!
Yeah, no,
Later,
that's fine.
bitches.
I'm just clarifying that speak with animals does not have a size constraint.
Oh. Am I right,
That's
Zook, that it's a class feature that you can talk to small creatures?
it's a racial feature for gnome.
That's awesome.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I can talk to squirrels.
That's so weird.
It really is.
That's awesome.
But you do have the ability to do the speak with animals spell, right?
If I had prepared it in the morning, I could have.
Okay.
But I have just conjure animal prepared.
Okay. Carry on.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys hear Asmodan off in the distance. He is directly in your path. Yeah, up to you guys. Where do you want to go?
Do we want to just not deal with that?
Well, it depends on what we would have to deal with. I mean, I don't think he's trying to get some portal to work, so clearly he's like kind of predisposed. But I mean, I don't know.
Do we really want to help the demonic guy with anything?
I mean, he could give us some way of getting further. It's possible.
Oh, maybe.
He does play with portals. I was thinking more of he gets to play by our rules now, which means we get to stab the shit out of him.
That's also very true.
Think of the XPs.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Also, possibly loots.
Yeah, that rare purple loot.
Purple loot.
I mean,
Harple.
I say go for it, but up to you guys. I don't really care.
We can always run away.
that
Can we, though?
that is a true fact.
Well, I mean, I can run away. I can just not be there anymore. I don't know about you guys. I can just go places.
Yeah. Congrats.
Oh, the places you'll go.
So what's your choice?
Yeah, I guess we're checking this out then, out of morbid curiosity.
Yeah, why not?
I don't really know the story behind this, but sure, why not?
That's
Just
right.
before we go into this, let's get our stories straight though. Those spiders, those guys were gone way before we got there.
What guys?
Exactly. Perfect.
No, seriously, what guys?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So Steve, to catch you up on this, I don't think it was when we first started playing this. I think we were a couple of sessions in.
It was pretty early on.
Yeah. The Legion expansion for World of Warcraft came out on a Tuesday night, but I had committed to playing, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the players play World of Warcraft. So I did a random side story event where I sucked them into Azeroth.
Nice.
And they had to do Diablo stuff, and the mechanism for them being sucked to Azeroth was this Asmodan was plane hopping and found the wrong plane and dragged them through the portal. So, Asmodan's back. You don't know why.
His GPS sucks.
That is, from what you saw earlier, distinctly possible.
He's been watching the show Sliders too much.
Oh God, fucking Sliders.
Great show.
So terrible, but so awesome.
Alright, so you guys advance towards Asmodan's voice?
Yes.
Sure. Slowly,
Alright.
creepily,
Stealthily.
stealthily. How
So-
stealthily?
At a natural one.
Better than the natural one. That time.
Yeah, a lot better.
Come on, who's gonna fuck it up?
Identical.
Oh, there he goes.
Alright, so you guys are walking through the woods, trying to be a little stealthy. And you keep hearing like the sounds of like demons and beasts fighting as you guys are walking through the woods. But they haven't gotten close to you. You've managed to avoid actually encountering the combat as you walk closer to where you heard Asmodan's voice. You guys are walking and walking, and it takes you a lot longer than you would have thought to get near where you heard Asmodan. And actually, as you get closer and closer, you occasionally hear him just shouting, strings of expletives. He's clearly pissed off about something, and it's related to a portal. So yeah, you guys walk forward, and after like 3 or 4 hours, so it's starting to get to like later in the afternoon, you guys finally sort of see, you like walk over a hill, and you see off in the distance these big stone pillars that you've seen before. This is like the portal structure that Asmodan uses to plane hop, and it's not lit up. Like every time you've seen it before, there's been like a green film of teleport, walk through that and you enter a new plane, and none of the runes on the stone pillars, like nothing is lit up. Like it's totally inert. But the trees are so tall that you can't see anything else.
Huh. Do we
You guys,
continue to approach?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Silently moving forward.
Off to the side, moving forward.
So you guys are walking through the woods, and you hear like some loud stomping.
Is he fair?
Is he mad?
And
Is he mad, bro?
you see little plumes of smoke popping up, and then you guys see an infernal just sort of patrolling through the woods. And it's a pretty big guy. Rocks, fire. The trees around him are sort of smoldering. You hear some like chittering of some angry squirrels. Though one of the squirrels that seems a lot smarter than the rest of them is holding a nut over its head. Seems to be roasting it.
It's a smart squirrel.
Yep. You guys actually, that particular squirrel has a hat. Like a little
What?
top hat.
Kind of hat.
A top hat. That's interesting.
Alright. So, at this point, everyone with, so the Infernal sees Zook and Madness. It doesn't notice the rest of you guys through the underbrush. But the squirrel notices all of you. He goes, "Ah, I say, good day, chaps." And
British squirrel.
finish roasting
Good day to
its
you.
giant ass acorn. It just goes, "Well, I'll be on my way. Have a good one." And it just bounds away.
I have so many questions right now.
I have even more.
I don't question
Gentleman
it at all.
squirrel, no.
as he's running away, he says, "Well, good luck with the infernal."
Thanks.
Wow, what a dick. Not even gonna help.
Infernal sort of looks over at him, and you see a hand made of flames appear over like the stump of its like rock arms, and just the middle finger slowly rises up.
It's flipping off the squirrel.
Yep.
What the hell?
It's a very mature reaction.
It turns back to you guys and just you're not supposed to be here. It's like a gravelly voice.
You're
I
not
could say the
supposed to
same
be
for
here.
you.
I have to kill you now. Sorry.
That's dumb. You should kill
I
yourself.
don't think you do.
All right. For the record, unless you guys actually talk, only Jorik and Madness are visible to it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and be like, you really don't have to. We just move along. I'm actually gonna make a persuasion roll on this.
Oh.
Like, we don't gotta do this.
Oh, the boss told me we gotta.
You always listen to what he says.
He's the boss. I'm his slave. It's what I gotta do.
That sucks. You should quit.
Yeah, why don't you come with us?
Don't be a slave. Be your own man.
He lifts his like rock head, and you guys see like a collar made of like a different colored flame. It's like an orange flame to his green flame, and he's like, "Don't really have a choice."
Brutal.
Can I
Yeah.
get a possible surprise attack on him then?
No, he knows you're there. Also, you guys spent some time like trying to talk to him, so I'm gonna say there's not necessarily a surprise round,
Yeah.
but he's flat-footed and whatnot against all of you, those who you did not see.
Except for me, because I get my bonus attack. Now, my cool class feature.
That's true. So you get your cool, awesome extra bonus attack to start.
Hoo-ha! 19 hit him.
Oh, you're also top of the initiative order. 19 does hit him, yes.
And sneak attack on the bonus round, so that's 16.
Brutal.
All right.
And now that it actually comes to my turn, how burny does he look? Like, if I'm near him, am I gonna get hurt?
Yeah, you're pretty sure.
How near him does it take to get hurt?
You're not clear on that, but he's definitely on lots of fire.
Hmm.
Also, damn thunderstorm.
Yeah.
About to say it's passing back over me too.
I'm just gonna move up there, and I'll shoot him again. I don't have advantage at this point. That's sneak attack. Hold on, that's not the right button.
I was gonna say
25.
that'll definitely hit.
Then we can throw that 11 on there.
Do you get to sneak attack multiple times per round?
The other round technically counts as a different round.
Oh, that's true. Good call.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's only in 5e. It's only once per round, but those were like 2 different rounds
Mm-hmm.
because of class shenanigans.
All right, Jorik, you're up.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna use my bonus action to I'm gonna switch my psionic focus to bend energy there, so I don't get burned as much. Yeah. And then I guess I'm gonna do I'm just gonna energy missile him. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do that for 5. So that, and I'll do that as cold damage. So that is 5d6. Bloop. And that's basically like magic missile, so that's like an auto hit.
Okay, so he just takes 1d6.
Or 5d6 because I'm putting 5 points into it.
Gotcha.
How many points total do you have?
27.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That wasn't very awesome.
Yeah.
It's like pew 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 pew.
All right, Zook, you're up.
Do you have to roll to hit for that?
No, it's like magic missile,
Oh shit.
which is pretty cool for something that auto hits.
Yeah.
But nice to meet you.
It's not a good spot for me to try and do this in. Alright, we'll see if this is close enough to be. Gonna move there and cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
So he needs to make a Constitution save. Roll really low on the damage, or take Constitution save, or he takes. If he succeeds, he takes half damage. But my damage was ridiculously low.
The damage was only 7.
Yeah.
Does it do extra stuff to inanimate objects?
Does that give him disadvantage on the roll, or is that shatter I'm thinking of?
I think that might be Shatter. That's what I'm
Thinking
thinking
of
of.
Shatter.
Yeah.
Unsecured objects are pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. Does it knock over when they fail the con save? Isn't that Thunderwave has a knock?
I think it just knocks him back.
No.
Yeah. Really? I thought it had a knockback effect.
If it's an
maybe that's-
unsecured object. Unsecured objects are that are completely within the area of the effect are pushed back 10 feet.
On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Oh, you're right.
I
I didn't read that one line. I was farther down. I was in the in addition section.
Yeah.
All right. So he takes 7 damage and gets knocked back. It's his turn.
You gotta walk. Come at me, bro.
1 is knock, 2 is Zook. Alright, so first there's the aura damage. So, you take 9 damage. Mr. Knott. He's going to make his swings at you. I'm gonna assume that 24 hits you.
Dave Daverson? Are you alive?
Probably
Thunder
AFK.
knock out his power.
Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun. We're still on the call.
Oh, I'm here. He has to roll
Oh.
damage first.
Say again?
No, he asked if I'm still alive. I'm like, yeah, but he needs to roll damage, right?
Oh. Yeah, but, you know, in person.
Yeah, a 24 does
14.
hit.
14 doesn't?
No.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, that's
did you
not-
take the 9 from the aura?
Yeah, I took the 9. So we'll see what this 24 does, because I have Uncanny Dodge still.
I forgot to put the R on that. 20 damage.
So I only take 10.
Okay. How does that work?
Uncanny Dodge, starting at 5th level, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
Nice. Okay. But you also have to make a dex save.
Nope.
Alright, you make it. You are not on fire.
Oh.
Wow. You have to beat like a 1.
Oh. I'm thinking of him making the save. You do not make it. You are on fire.
I like this.
Wow. Yeah. You are on fire. You have to take 1d6 damage at the beginning of your turn. Or you can try to douse it. But, well, actually, you take the damage at the beginning of your next turn regardless, but you can try to douse it after that. But Vex, you're up.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast his face. Actually, I'm gonna try and Eldritch Blast the collar.
Okay.
23.
You hit his face.
Okay. 11 damage. And second Eldritch Blast. 20. 14 damage.
Alright.
Damn, son.
Seriously. Alright, Madness.
All right. As apparently appropriate for the weather that's currently outside, lightning and the water dice.
Okay.
Damn.
Damn.
Nice.
That's a hefty bolt.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
solid roll.
He takes that full damage.
Hold on 1 second, because I'm going to use, I think, some sorcery points to re-roll a couple of those. Plus, I still need to roll the water dice.
Okay.
Sorry, typing. Was it 3d8? D6.
So we're adding 6 damage on top of the 31?
So I re-rolled 3 dice. So what was originally 5 damage, extra is now 6. So 1 extra. So 32 total.
That's rough.
Ooh, that's could be rough. Nice.
Yep. Ice quickly engulfs the roller until they are completely covered in several inches of solid ice. All right,
Dave, go hug
Glaring.
him.
How many hit points? It looks like 1d6 per caster level.
Yep. So it has 27 hit points.
Of course, it gets several 6s.
All right, and for the record, you are encased in ice. You cannot move. You cannot cast spells that require somatic components. Blah blah blah. So you're just like locked in ice until someone frees you.
Head to toe, basically.
Yep. You are an ice statue. All right. So, yeah, he threw a giant lightning bolt. It fucking tore through that infernal, and then he suddenly turned into an ice cube. Knock, you're up.
Brutal.
All right. So I take 1d6.
Which I guess, do you want to roll it or should I?
Yeah, I'm already typing. So take 3. I guess I'm going to attack once so I can get the hell out of here. It's 20. It'll hit him.
Yep.
So that's 13 damage. Then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then can I use my bonus action to put myself out? Is my cunning action?
Yes. You can try. Make another deck save. Yeah, okay, you make it this time. You managed to put yourself out with your flask of endless water.
Ah!
That's right, you just have that. You can just be like, meh.
Alright, Jorik, you're up.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna try to keep this guy busy. So, yeah, I'll just... Ah! Do I gotta worry about the fire yet, or...?
Yeah, sorry, you do.
Okay. So what's the damage on that?
It is 9.
9. Alright, so I'll use my reaction to lower that to 6. So I can
Okay.
take 3 off of it. So that's So I lose some of my temp HPs, but I'm otherwise ready for war. Okay.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna hit this dude with swords. Maybe. Main hand. Offhand. Either of those hit?
Main hand misses, the offhand hits.
Alright, and then I'm gonna Psy Explosion him. So that's 5. Oh yeah, which ability am I? Which? Alacrity there. Whoops, hold on. So that is, I'm doing Dazzling Speed, so that's an extra. Oh shit, I can't do 5, so that's just, hold on. I can only do 3 on that. So that's an extra 3d8. So that's 13 altogether.
Okay.
And then next attack against him has advantage.
Cool. So 13 you said overall?
Yeah.
Alright. Zook!
Alright, guess I should get into the melee here too. I will use my bonus action to turn into a giant elk. A majestic beast. And then I will go here. Because I can move 60 feet.
Okay.
And
Elk attack!
I will attempt to pummel him with my hooves.
You do take 2d6 as you enter his range. Oh, ouch. 11 damage. But you definitely pummel the fuck out of him. Listen, you actually kill him. So, you take some fire damage as you get near his, like, fiery body. And, you kick his, you basically, rear up and, kick his head off of his body. And he just, the head sort of looks up at you guys, and,
Nature bros.
H bro.
15. Alright, hold on. Alright, his head falls right there. We'll draw a little. And it sort of looks over at you guys and just goes, "Fuck," and then it explodes.
It's a living.
20-foot radius.
It's like
So it only hits Jorik.
It's fine. I was ready for this. Heals.
Well, I think we need to get Manus out of that ice first.
He's fine.
Alright, so take 16 extra fire damage, and
Okay. No save on that or anything?
sorry, you can make a dex save for half damage.
Alright. Dex save.
Yeah, you make it.
Awesome. So that's down to 8.
Yeah.
Alright, and then I'll drop 3 off of it, so it's 5.
Did you already use your reaction?
Oh, right, I did that already. Okay. Yep. My bad. So, I take, with my temp HP on, I take 1 actual point of damage. It's like... Ow.
Alright, but do record that. So, it's 9 o'clock. Do you guys want to keep moving forward, or do you want to pause here?
I want to run over and rub my burned body up against the ice and then break it.
I'm also gonna fireball the ice.
Don't actually fireball.
Oh no!
So the question is, does a crit just super melt the ice, or does it hit madness?
Well,
it's
he's
you
inside
hit
the
what
ice,
you're
right?
aiming for.
Yeah. Actually, roll damage on the firebolt.
Holy Christ.
That is...
That is exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Alright. So, You rub your
Okay.
burns all over it, and you're like, all right, then let's get you. And then a firebolt just like flies out, from nowhere over from Vex, and it just completely melts all of the ice. Like it hits, it just like bathes the ice in fire, and yeah, it was just the perfect spot. So
And then,
Good
and then
job.
I put my my glasses on, and I say, "Don't get too burnt up about that."
Nice. Alright, so question stands. Do you guys want to keep going through, or do you want to
So stupid.
pause for tonight?
I don't care. I'm good with either.
Yeah, how's everyone else feeling?
Either way is fine.
Either works for me, I guess.
Let's push.
Okay,
Sounds like a push.
we'll
Is there
keep
any
going.
loot from that guy?
No.
Because he exploded.
But also, I mean, you guys are used to killing things and there being like a doodle doodle doo, and then loot magically appears, and no loot appeared.
No loot.
Wow,
Do I need to roll for
a waste
need?
of time.
No.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Dave, you need some heals, right?
Wouldn't hurt. I'm like at half.
All right. Here, I'm gonna
Just
I'm gonna
rub
give you
some
the-
dirt on it.
Just rub some dirt in it,
Just
soldier.
trying to rub some ice on it. Reduce the swelling.
Here, what do I got?
Awkward.
Well, now you have some icy hot.
Let's see. How much are you down by?
22.
Alright, I'll spend 4 and give you 12.
That's
all
good.
the points back. Because I'm
I'm
already
happy.
at like half my freaking psi points.
That's what you get for burning through them.
Meh.
All right. Just for the record, the Lubu there, he's basically acting like the personal bodyguard for the Lane family. So they're sort of like trailing behind you guys. Mostly just the wagon is moving forward. They're like all inside of it, like hiding out, just letting you guys sort of deal with the stuff. Occasionally there are guards that walk out, but Lubu at this point is like, yeah, giant forest, there are demons, you guys are not going to be much help, and is sort of like shoot them into the wagon, and he is guarding that wagon. He's like, yeah, if you guys need the help, I'll help, but like, gotta make sure that nothing happens here. So that is why he is not partaking in any fights, for the record.
Okay.
So we'll put him back here. Alright, cool. So you guys continue walking forward and roll stealth one more time.
Stealthy. Very sneaky, sir. Except you.
Giant's still a giant elk.
Kids and animals.
I forgot that that's actually kind of funny, because that's
Clumpity
pretty
clump.
normal around here.
My hooves. My hooves are crazy.
Hold on 1 second. Alright, so you guys are walking forward, and you guys managed to avoid most of the like demon patrols. You guys can tell that you're starting to get pretty close to where the portal is, and you can definitely hear that you're getting close to where Asmodan is. You notice there are more and more patrols, like sort of walking around, and it's not even necessarily patrols. Like it's not like an organized war camp. There's just a bunch of bored demons wandering around, like fighting monsters. So there's like demon bats flying through the air. You guys seen a bunch of like guardians walking through, some infernals here or there, so you guys are walking through, and you guys all like are managing to sort of hide as you're walking towards Azmodan, but Mr. Elk gets seen by this dreadlord walking through. You guys have encountered dreadlords before, and you know they're sort of the like captains of the demonic army, or where like Azmodan and his brethren are like the generals. These are sort of the commanders under that. I know that that's not what a captain is, but I don't know enough about military ordering to say what that role is.
Close enough. Just say it's an officer.
He's an officer in the demonic army.
Yeah.
And he's like, huh, haven't seen one of those before. I think I'll ride it. And he starts walking.
That's what she said.
God.
Do you let the dreadlord mount you?
It's a loaded question.
It's a very loaded question. I'll allow it.
All right.
I should note my size is huge, so.
Yeah, so
that's what she said.
Yeah, he gets up and is a little surprised at how, well behaved you are, and he's like, huh, I wonder if someone has tamed this one before. And he just starts sort of riding you towards the center of camp, and there's no good way.
There goes Sook.
Guys, we gotta follow that.
Hey, I'm a distraction. It should give you a nice advantage on your stealth rolls to get into the camp.
Also, you can feel your soul weapon like a little bit rebelling against this. It's like, no, we gotta stab him in the balls. Like you can almost like hear that, like it's not actually words, but you can feel that it's a little mad that there is a male riding on your back.
Be fine.
Yeah.
Too gentle.
Say what?
I make sure the ride's not too gentle, so he gets a little sore between the legs.
Alright. Yeah, so you guys, now that you're basically in the company of a dreadlord, you notice that the other demons, like, are giving you a wide berth now. So...
Hashtag wide berth.
Alright. So you guys spend like another like half hour walking through the camp. He's going a little bit of a circuitous route, but again, it's like giant woods and there is undergrowth, so it's not too hard for you guys to stay out of sight. Finally, you guys see Azmodan sitting in front of a control panel for the giant portal that appears to have like crashed into the earth. There's like a small crater. You see a couple trees are knocked over, and he's like pressing with like various runes that like start to light up and then are fizzling out. Like he's channeling magic through it, and it's just like, motherfucker, why won't this fucking portal fucking work? This has never fucking happened before. And Dave is typing.
No, it's fine.
Okay. And the dreadlord walks up and goes, Azmodan, still nothing? And Azmodan, like, throws his glaive over at the dreadlord. It misses. But, it, like, sort of lands at your feet. And to be clear, like, one of the blades of this glaive is about as big as you are in your elk form. So it's a big weapon. Lodan, shut up! Asmodan, you brought us here for your own petty revenge. Just because those weird adventures from this plane interfered with your plan back in Azeroth, you are disobeying the army and, or the great. I don't remember his name. Fuck. You were disobeying Illidan to begin with. Why are we here? Asmodan, just like, I didn't really want to go back and deal with Illidan's complaints. Just because I tried to become the overlord of Azeroth, probably gonna fucking throw me into the mines or something. Thought I'd at least get the blood and tears out of the ventures that caused this mess. But now, back in this plane, for some reason none of my spells will work! Just keeps,
He's vulnerable.
Oh man, let's see if he lists off any more of his weaknesses.
Or his fears.
The Dreadlord on your back, Lodad, just like sighs and is like, so what's the plan? Are we gonna try to find some local wizards, or are you gonna keep messing with your damn portal? Asmodan sort of gestures at the giant woods. Does it look like there are any wizards in convenient distance? Let me see if I can get the portal working. It's supposed to work with extra planar magic. I have no idea why it's broken.
Hey Jeff.
Yeah.
Do you have your disguise kit handy?
Is that under tool proficiencies?
Well, yeah, I guess.
I don't have a disguise kit.
Oh crap! I was gonna say, if you have one, make me look like a wizard.
I was gonna say we have
You realize we do
a
have
chaos
wizard.
sorcerer.
Also that.
Who actually Asmodan doesn't know.
Oh yeah, shit.
I was kind of wondering that. but
That's why I was laughing earlier, is because it would just be funny if like he pointed and said, "Do you think that there are any sources around here?" And then he just pops out.
Hi, I'm a wizard.
Called like
Hi.
It's like retcon, yeah, as he points in my.
Hi,
in my
I'm with the Geek Squad. I understand you have a problem with your interdimensional portal. Have you tried turning it on and off again?
I should point out my Arcana skills are not great.
all the
Hey, fake it till
Hey,
you make
till
it,
you
brother.
make it.
My deception is very good, though.
Do you have thaumaturgy? Because you could totally like just fake it.
Or digitation, or whatever.
Hilariously, I do have deception, performance, and persuasion, so I can probably pretty much talk my way through it. So let's do this.
Oh, you bro.
He just cracks his knuckles. He's like, "All right, let's go. Let's do this."
Let's see what problems I can cause to that thing. So yeah, I guess I'll just actually. Can I do this with a little flair? There's some prestidigitation.
I mean, I can create some like. I can be your hype man. I'll swing you in.
Yeah. Well, I got prestidigitation as well, so throw out a nice little shower of sparks, like I just teleported in.
You got this, bro.
Yeah. Greetings there. Heard you're looking for someone with a little magic help.
Asmodan jumps 3 feet like into the air, and he's like, so let me put him on this screen there. All right, so Mr. Dreadlord's over there, and that's Asmodan.
There we go. I was like, let's say that's not scale.
Nice
he
moves,
ugly.
bro.
And
Does
yeah,
any of
so
us have
you
a
go.
bag,
Say it again.
any of us have a bag of holding?
I think one of us does, right?
Someone does.
Yeah, we got one at one point.
Because there's a giant glaive we could probably just shove in there and walk away.
we're just trying to like sell that at like the pawn shop or something. They're like, where did you get this? Like, don't worry about it.
When he gets pissed off and inevitably attacks us, he doesn't have his main weapon. Glaive in a pocket dimension. Sorry.
I don't think a bag of holding could hold that glaive. I think that would burst the weight limit.
Now I'm curious. We go proceed.
Yeah. So, Madness, you pop out and you're just like, I could help. Is that right?
Yeah,
Alright,
basically.
you said. Alright, so Asmodean
just
jumps
like
3
I heard
feet in the
you
air. Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
I'm like, so I heard you're looking for a mage.
He jumps way up in the air, like, flips around, sort of trips and stumbles despite the fact that he has 4 legs. Just like, my army is worthless! How did this, the puny wizard... actually, you could be of use. And he gestures, like, you know, his magic is gonna tear you over to him, and nothing happens.
Well, that kind of was why I kind of popped up. I couldn't help but hear you're in a little bit of a dire strait here.
He looks at his hand and looks at you and is like, yes, I am. Yeah, you know what? If you want to help, you can help. And he, like, gestures over to the altar. I've had a weird enough day already.
What?
So
what even is this? Can you describe the nature of your problem?
there is a small altar. Because I'm bad at drawing, that's what it looks like. It basically looks like a Stargate. You know, except like the soundboard version of a Stargate, like portal. Like there are a lot of runes just on a stone tablet, and you know, if you poke at the rune, it like starts to light up, and you can feel magical connection to it. But it almost feels like it doesn't have any power. Like it lights up as you inject like a small amount of arcane energy into it, but there's nothing on the other side. Did you ask him what's wrong?
Yeah, like literally. Describe the nature of your problem.
He gestures at the altar and is, well, that thing is you input the coordinates and the planar portal opens. That's how it's always worked. But for some reason, now it's not working. The planar portal won't respond.
Has it always been here and always worked?
No, of course not. Whenever the Legion comes through, or comes to a new plane, we erect, we drop one of these portals under the plane and march our army through it. But for some reason, after we came through, it shut down.
Just randomly, out of nowhere.
Yes, I've never seen it happen before. Sometimes a plane's magic systems are different, but these portals are intended to adapt and work with a new system of magic. I've been to many worlds, but I've never seen anything like this.
Well, it certainly is a very strange place we got here, so not terribly surprised. It can be rather chaotic. I start looking this thing over. Are there actually like panels or something that can actually be removed to see the inner workings? Or
No. This is just runic markings. It's actually a pretty simple interface. Make a knowledge arcana check.
Channel your inner QA.
That went slightly better than I worried.
Yeah, so you can tell this is a control panel, but it's linked to the magic of the portal itself. So the portal itself, like the materials that it's made out of and the runes that are covering it, are like really complex. You've never seen anything quite as intense as that before. Like, you have the feeling that whatever made this portal was probably a god or like more powerful than that. And it is like a huge epic construction, but the altar in front of you is just the control panel. So if anything is wrong, like, and the altar seems to be working. As you touch the various runes, they are lighting up. They're just fading over time because there's no connection on the other side. Something seems to be wrong with the portal itself.
Ah, okay. Kind of like there's no phone to pick up on the other end, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wonder.
What's this guy's name again? Sorry.
The Pit Lord?
Yeah.
Asmodan?
Thank you.
Are you looking up actual WoW lore?
Yeah, somewhat.
He is totally not. His character is totally not based off of the actual Asmodan. To be clear.
Okay. I was trying to figure out how big his actual.
Oh, sure, yeah. That all is. His character model and everything is the same. So, feel free. But yeah, that glaive is probably pretty damn big. But feel free to look it up.
Quick question. We're now 25 days ahead of the army chasing us, right?
You are not. You are 21 days ahead.
Okay, but still pretty far ahead.
Yeah.
Because I just had a thought. Don't know if it'll work, but I kind of want to convince him that basically this is a large kind of chaotic magic with a lot of anti-magic fields in this area, and what he should do is march about 20 days in the direction of the army chasing us.
Well, technically you'd have him march half because they would come the other half.
Good point, which is much easier to sell 10 days than it is 21. Yeah, can this portal be moved, or is it stuck here?
It's really big and really massive. You definitely couldn't move it. You're not confident that Asmodan himself could move it, but you know, it clearly flopped on the ground there. Like it was not there to begin with. It fell out of the sky onto the ground. So, if enough strength could be summoned, it could be moved.
Okay. I'm going to go for it, because I mean, I could also try to send him somewhere else, but I think he's trying to bring others through, and I don't know if I can make it work. I don't know.
You could tell him.
Just tell him there's a Radio Shack.
He needs to be recharged. Tell him he needs to be recharged by the magic of the scryers of of the army.
Oh God.
That will take care of them scrying.
Ooh. Yeah, we might be able to double work this. So let me put together the what I'm going to say in my head first. Basically, I think I'm going to tell them. So part of your problem is this area for quite a ways is just very chaotic magic, a lot of anti-magic fields. Your best bet's to head, I don't know which direction the army is, east, I think, or southeast, something like that. Probably at least 10 days should definitely get you outside that area. Plus, I think there's a army patrolling the area that very helpful to visitors and may have some very powerful mages in its midst, that may be able to provide more assistance than I have power to supply.
All right, roll deception.
All right. nothing I can do to help maybe get a bonus on this.
No, because he doesn't know any of the rest of them are there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
You
that-
gotta roll.
Actually,
Like-
for kicks and giggles, just to make sure I really sell this, I kind of want to throw in an extra D4 from Bend Luck.
Do it. Nice.
27 total. I kind of figure I probably made it, but I want to make sure I make it. And
Okay.
as convincing as possible.
So, Asmodan sort of like, rubs his chin and is like, chaotic fields, you say, huh? Well, I suppose that could be what causes all the magic in this area to not work. Yes, I guess that makes sense. An army, though, that seems rather weird, but whatever. This fellow seems quite honest. All right. Say it again.
Think he's on the level.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy who just appeared out of nowhere.
You're getting the very distinct impression that Asmodan is not the brightest bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll do it this way. But you're coming with. He like points at you, Madness, and he's like, if I find out you're lying, the punishment will be dire. And then he like makes a loud call in a language you don't recognize, and a shit ton of like demon bats and legionnaires and infernals start pouring out of the woodworks like all around from the forest, and like you notice that some of them are like covered in wounds, look like they've had some fights with like a tiger. Like some of them are definitely looking worse for wear. But they all come at his call, and continues speaking in his language and gestures at the portal and at the altar in front of you. And pretty quickly, the demons start they dismantle the altar and put it into what looks like it's like a bag of holding. They make a pallet out of the trees in like record speed. And start like lifting the portal onto the pallet. A bunch of infernals, the pallets are all sort of like wrapped in basically water, they're soaked in water and non-flammable things. And a bunch of infernals like all go around and just pick it all up. Like a bunch of legionnaires are underneath, like lifting this up. It basically takes an army to move this portal, but to your surprise, in like a half hour, they've got it moving in the direction you point.
Damn. Now I just need to figure out how not to go with them.
Has to get paid. You're paid hourly.
Well, I'd like to not go 10 days closer to that army, if possible.
No, agree.
Yeah.
But, he's paying for an IT guy hourly.
Yeah, I also don't have much faith in my stealth ability to get out. And I kind of want that deception to go as long as possible to A, get him as far away from us, and B, as close to the army following us as possible.
Anyone have minor illusion?
I have minor illusion.
Can
I'm
you
also
make...
just gonna add another detail through this. So you guys were hiding, in the woods around, and like when the influx of army goes, you guys were sort of forced to like hide in a particular bush as they were moving through. But you do, right as they start moving out, Asmodan turns to the Dreadlord that is riding Zook, and goes, Lodan, you watch the wizard. And, then the army starts marching. So, Lodan, sort of gestures over at you, Madness, and is like, hop on the elk.
Excellent.
Well, I think
Come at me, buddy.
this game has taken a strange turn.
To Awesomeville.
So now we'll ride off to a secluded area and kill Lodan.
I wanted to try and convince him that I don't need to go with him, that I have no reason to deceive him. The fact that I've just willingly come out in the middle of an army and said, hey, I can help. Why would I be... What do I have to gain by deceiving? Why do I need to go along? I have other things to do.
First hour is free.
Yeah, first hour's free. The rest is 1,000 gold an hour.
So, did you want to try to convince him you don't need to be there? Or are you trying to convince him to pay you if you're going to keep being there?
Yes.
I think both. Listen, I can come along, but I have no good reason to. If I do, listen, I got to get a per diem here.
So Lodan just looks down at you and is like, look, Azmodan's a petty idiot. He's not going to just trust you. He's going to insist you come along. If you want to get paid, I understand. And he hands you reaches into his pocket and pulls out a bag that doesn't look like it would have fit in his pocket. It's filled with the definite clink of gold. It's like, take this if you want, but I'll warn you now. Azmodan is certainly going to try to kill you if you try to leave. And as much as I hate that idiot, he is my superior officer, so I will obey his orders. Don't try to escape, you're coming with us.
Well, okay then. Well, I'll grab the bag and hold on to it and hop on.
You gain 1,000 gold pieces.
Nice.
And here, Elky.
Yeah, he never said anything about the elk riding off with us.
That is true.
The elk's like, no, I'm tired of this. I'm going off in this direction.
The elk captured us.
Elk, we're trapped on an elk.
It seemed to have a mind of its own.
So, for the record, you have about 5 minutes left on the transformation, right? It only lasts an hour?
Yeah, I've been carefully making sure that...
It's been about 45 minutes. I'm sorry, it's been like 50 minutes, 55 minutes. Like, you're gonna turn back into a gnome pretty soon.
Now's the time to strike.
I wait till like the last minute, and then just turn and start booking it towards like the rest of the group.
All right, so you start booking it, and Azmodan immediately notices, the elk running off, and he's like, "Lodan, where are you going?" And Lodan's like, "Ah, what the fuck? I thought this thing was tamed." He starts like trying to hit your head. So we'll do one attack to see if So here's one attack.
Can I possibly react and try to grapple him, going, "No, don't hurt the elk"?
Let's roll initiative.
All right.
Don't hurt the elk.
He has a 9. You have a 13. Yes, you can try to interrupt his attacking of the elk. Make a strength check.
Of course.
You rolled really low, but so did you. So you do sort of like interrupt him, but he does hit, but I'm going to say he has disadvantage on it. So there's a 24 for the first roll, and 15. Does a 15 hit the elk?
Yep.
Okay.
Barely. It does.
All right. Make a con or strength? I think con. Make a Constitution save. All right. He was trying to like knock you off balance. He wasn't trying to hurt you per se, but you managed to sort of like stabilize underneath the blow, and You managed to break out of the army, but you are still in sight. So next round, are you gonna continue moving your full movement speed, or you gonna take a different action?
All out run.
Double move.
Double move it is. All right, Madness.
Is he wearing armor?
Yes, he is.
Ooh. Oh, that's not that useful. I was going to shock and grasp, but I'm debating on trying to keep the deception going. Actually, yeah, well, he's still thinking this is just the elk's just gone wild, right?
So far as he can tell, yeah.
Well, I'm certainly not going to throw him off. Not with a 0 strength. Actually, how much of a pain in the ass does this guy look like? You guys have fought him before.
You haven't fought this particular one before, but you have fought a Dreadlord, I think. And they are very tough motherfuckers.
At least when their magic works.
That's true. His magic isn't working, so you may have some advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know what would be useful to do. Okay, so we're still in sight of at least someone from the army, right?
Sorry, I also want to make another check. I forgot to do this earlier. I'm sorry. Nock, can you make a perception check? Actually, everyone, can you make a perception check?
Perception. I can see.
Percepting.
I don't see anything.
All right. So Madness and actually, I think just Madness. As they're carrying away the portal, when you first see it, you notice like a green gemstone sort of peeking out of the dirt, like a pretty big gemstone, like the size of like a boulder, sized like gem. And when you see the portal moving out, you see a slot in one of the runes that looks like sort of a central rune to the portal that doesn't have a gemstone in it. So that was then. Sorry, I just wanted to do that before I forgot.
Was that before we took off?
That is before you took off, yeah.
Ah.
Coming back for that.
I have a question. So is the army like still moving? Like are they just moving away or?
Yeah, they didn't stop even though the elk is going crazy. Like Asmodean trusts Lodan.
Lothar?
Lodan, that was what I called him.
Oh, okay.
Trust Lodan to, take care of things. Lodan is a very powerful Dreadlord. So far as Asmodean is concerned, that's enough to handle anything.
Okay.
Also, it's an elk. As far as he's concerned, not a big deal.
Gotcha.
Also, it's been like 6 seconds. So.
Okay. Well, at this point, there's nothing I can do about that boulder, but I will definitely make note of that.
Yeah, sorry, I should have done that earlier.
It's alright.
You can hold your turn.
Yeah, I
Hold your
think I'm going to
action.
hold my turn because I'm just keep playing up the I don't know what's going on, but don't hurt the elk because they're sacred around here and you don't want to piss off what's around here if you can avoid it.
You'll anger the druids.
Yeah.
Roll a deception. He's like, wait, really? In a land of chaos, there's like druids roaming around. Seems strange. He doesn't hit the elk a second time.
Yeah, the forest was here beforehand. They're trying to fix it, but I mean, it keeps coming back. It's insidious stuff, man. The elks are endangered because of it. It's bad times.
It's a whole thing.
The whole thing.
So when is the elk going to go back to its normal tame self? So we can rejoin the army?
Hell if I know. They kind of have a mind of their own.
Probably in about a few minutes.
After he gets a chance to lure you to somewhere quiet.
54 seconds.
So at this point, like 3 rounds have passed as the Dreadlord sort of like looking down. You guys are out of sight of the army, but you can still hear it. And the rest of you guys are not necessarily close to them. You guys like sort of waited as the army passed by you. So you're probably like 2 rounds of movement away from the back of the army. They were in the middle, so I'd say you guys are about 4 rounds of movement away from where they are right now. But you saw the direction that they're fleeing, and also wouldn't be too hard to track. It's an elk running through the forest with a giant with a dreadlord with wings on its back. You know, like pretty obvious path.
Yeah, and I'm now Ranger Danger, so I can track real easily.
Sure.
All
right.
Would I be
So
able
am I
to
in the woods
go
at
up
this
to
point?
that glowy stone thing without being seen?
No, the army is still there. Like,
Oh,
if
okay.
anyone turned around, you would definitely be seen. It
Okay.
would take, like, they're walking through the woods and, like, they are chopping down trees as they walk along, the woods. Because they have to carry the portal through, and it's, like, way too big to just walk through.
Okay, so I'll wait.
They're just like cutting a path through the trees.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Like
That's gonna
Avatar.
piss off some druids for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your earlier question, Zook, you are, in fact, in the woods.
The Dreadlords, I assume, taller than Madness.
Taller than what?
Is taller than Madness.
Yes.
Taller than Steve. Then I'm going to try to aim for some key branches.
Alright, make a dex check. Or acrobatics, maybe.
It's the same either way.
Wow. Oh man.
Alright, the Dreadlord sort of turns around to talk to Madness and is like, really? This all seems rather strange, and then he like, slams into a branch, like, in the back of his head. He just flips over you, Madness. And Madness actually make a dex save.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Alright, Madness, you managed to stay on the elk. You, like, sort of, like, lean back as the Dreadlord flies over you. Yeah, he definitely gets knocked off the elk. Elk is continuing to run. Dreadlord is now behind around as he sort of gets up stunned, like, what the...
I start yelling like I'm like scared like hell. Like, oh god, where is it taking me?
Chaotic!
Chaos!
The woods have claimed me!
Alright, the Dreadlord spread its wings and starts flying after you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh crap. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of him, am I? That easily.
He is a flying monster, yeah. Be pretty hard to get rid of him.
Too bad he's not like one of those flightless birds.
I really want this deception to keep working. And I don't think Zuck can take him on by ourselves. I don't know where everyone else is right now.
Pull out Super Saiyan.
Ah!
I could, couldn't I? Yes. Ooh. That actually helps me hacks. Actually, he's around behind at this point, right?
Yeah.
So he's just trying to catch up?
Yep.
think I want him to catch up.
Lose him
Actually,
in the
how-
brush.
Actually, yeah, I probably could just jump in the brush and try and make a stealth check. And then see if I can hit him as he goes. Ah! You know what? He's up in the air. I have a line of sight on him. I'm just gonna hit him with fire or lightning. Because screw this. See if I can knock him
You
down.
hit me with lightning. No, it was the elk.
Yeah.
It's
One
a
of the
magic elk.
When in doubt, blame the elk.
So, bugger.
Look, the elk even turned into a gnome.
So I shoot a line of lightning at him. I hope it's loud. Of course he mats. I yell back at him, I don't know what's happening! The chaos magic in the forest. It's doing things.
Speaking of which, don't you have a sorcery roll?
Oh, I could throw one of the die, couldn't I?
Well, I'm saying like your normal, like you cast a level above first.
Oh, the D20 to see if I wild magic.
Yeah.
I can roll it. Zach normally does.
Oh, there it goes. Zach, are you on mute?
I cannot hear Zach.
Oh,
Am I? Can you hear me now?
There you go.
There you go.
Yep,
There.
I accidentally muted myself. Sorry.
It was awfully quiet for a while there.
That was not intentional. The wild magic, is that on a 20 or a 1?
On a 1.
On a 1? Alright, so you don't wild surge.
Nope. And let me toss an extra die for kicks and giggles. Oh, which one? Yeah, let's go with water. Whoops. Fucking freaking type. Ah! There we go. Now it's doing something. That's not as helpful.
Which one does that?
User describes random potion with positive effect.
Alright, let's
Invisibility.
yeah.
Oh man,
Awesome.
that would be some roll.
Alright, let's see what you get. Okay. I'm gonna roll. Oh, come on. Sorry. Trying to figure out this random table. Alright, we're gonna roll a d10. 4. You imbibe a potion of healing. You're at full health.
Not terribly helpful considering how many was.
Yep. Brutal.
Too bad.
Well,
Alright. So, quick, the question of, what is the elk's movement speed?
60 feet.
Oh, Christ.
Jeez.
So he's moving at 120 feet. The, Dreadlord is only moving at 80 feet around. So you guys are staying ahead. As long as, Mr. Elk keeps running.
I keep running.
Okay. Let's say, just for mechanics standpoint, you have 10 rounds of elk left. So let's see, with a gain of 40 feet per round, 10 times 40 is 400. So you guys would be out of visual range, but probably still audible by the time you turn into a gnome. Do you guys want to continue? Do you want to continue lobbing spells at him as you're running, Madness?
Depends on if I'm getting any communication back of, hey, we should be out of range soon, and we'll be on foot soon, or both be on foot. Gonna say, can he communicate while he's in?
I don't think so.
No, not while in shape form.
He can just make elk noises.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
And I think since but I can tell we're losing him at least somewhat.
Yes, that's obvious.
Okay, then I think at this point I'm just gonna ride it out. Just wait. See if we lose him.
Okay. So after like 30 seconds, you guys have pulled away enough that he's not in visual range. And then
something I just saw, so I want to see if I can actually speak. You stay in B shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level. So I got another 2 hours.
oh, never mind. Yeah, you guys can just get away.
Elk form for life.
Sweet.
I fucking just run.
Oh my god. That was so ridiculous.
In hindsight, I wish I hadn't shot the lightning at him, because then he would have just thought I ran off. Or the elk. I did try and yell that it was the chaos magic that did it. Should I roll a deception and see if he believes me?
Sure.
The chaos magic made me do it.
It doesn't look like he believed you.
Let me. Can I add my? I should be able to add my bed and luck to that. That's what I already did once.
Yeah.
Total. As a bonus to my deception. So.
It was the chaos magic, as he uses chaos magic to boost his deception.
Yeah. So for a second, it didn't look like he believed you, and then he's like, "Huh, wait, no, that makes sense." But now he thinks he does. Yeah. All right, so you guys managed to break free. We're gonna do one more check, just for the record, which is let's see, or everyone, or let's just roll a chance. Let's see if you guys run into one. Or no, everyone roll stealth except for Madness and Zook.
Stealth. Sneaky time. Sweet, I am the sneaky bitch.
Uh-oh.
Vex is not a sneaky bitch.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
All right, now let's see. Say below a 50, he finds you guys. All right.
Oh, poop.
As you guys are walking through the forest, he notices Vex. Dave and Jorik are, walking through no problem, but he manages to catch sight of Vex, and is like, "Wait a minute, I know you!" And we're not going to do that fight this particular session, because it's almost 9 o'clock. But,
Okay.
yeah. The three of you guys have stumbled onto Vex, and the Lane family is behind you guys. For the record.
Okay.
So the family's caught up with us at this point?
The family is with the three of you guys, because they were like hiding and walking with you. But they are, so that they never were not with you.
Okay.
since the Dryad Village, they've been just right behind you.
Interesting.
Okay.
So
All right. So I think that's where we should end it. And till next time.
Quick question.
Okay.
That
this-
has been an epic.
This was
Set of
so
rolls.
fucked up. It was amazing.
So amazing.
And Zach, is at this point the what's his name guy and his lieutenant there, they're both still thinking it's, well, maybe not now they've seen Bex. As far as they know, I'm telling the truth, basically, right?
Yes.
So they're still going to start walking towards the army, following us.
Jesus.
They are still walking towards the army as of now. The Dreadlord going missing might change things, but you don't really know what the results of that will be.
In either case, we're gonna have a demonic army between us and another army. So
Yeah. I just hope that the Dryads don't get screwed by that, but
yeah.
How can this go wrong? Tune in next time.
Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
Where each fight takes an hour.
Only 5 more episodes until Namek explodes.
Yeah, so the Dreadlord is weaker because he doesn't have magic, and he did just take a lightning bolt to the face, so there's some damage off of him. But for the record, he has 400 hit points to start, so that's why I didn't want to do the full combat. I was
It's gonna
like,
be
yeah,
a little bit of a slog.
yeah.
We'll be fine. I'll sneak attack him like twice. It'll be okay. Oh.
You guys do an insane amount of damage. It's like
Yeah.
unfortunate how quickly monsters melt.
Yeah.
But of course, 2 of you are not there right now, so we'll see how that goes.
Might be a good time to pull out the Super Saiyan there.
Yeah, actually, that'll be kind of a fun fight for you, right?
Go like full Guyver, murder mode or whatever.
Mermaider.
Or we just challenge all the demons to rock-offs, even though none of us are bards.
Well, I do have my dancing orb.
Yeah.
We challenge you to a disco dance off.
It's like that
You're
scene.
a demon. The demon code prevents you from refusing a dance challenge.
Yeah.
What? That's not a thing. Yes, it is.
It's like the
Learn your own
distraction
culture, dude.
scene. It's
Yeah,
like the
come on.
distraction
What
scene
time
in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing? I'm distracting you, you turd blossom.
I'm going to have to pull that one of these times, I think.
You are the Chaos Wizard, right? I think if anyone was going to start randomly dancing in like the middle of a fight without any purpose at all, it would be you.
Yeah. With probably the highest deception, performance, and persuasion of the party, I bet.
Crypt of the Necker Dancer.
This is going to be Jeff's character eventually.
Yeah, probably.
What do you mean?
He
Well,
posted
the whole
it.
game is the dungeon crawler where you have to keep to the beat.
Oh,
That's
Like, watch
kind of awesome.
the trailer. It's hilarious.
I will do that.
all right.
Also, sale, so it's like $3 right now.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
There you go.
Zach,
All right.
sorry about the technical difficulties earlier.
Hey, no
Okay.
worries.
We
We
got
figured it out.
All right, see you
Yeah.
gents after the 4th.
All right.
Right.
Sounds good. All right.
See you
See you
later.
guys later.
Sweet potatoes.
See you, bro.